According to Science Daily, 4 out of 5 college students have sent or received text messages while driving. This number is way too high. Texting and driving affects more than most people think. Put those cell phones away while you're driving. Those messages can wait. I want the roads to be safe for drivers and pedestrians, walkers, or bicycle riders. Texting and driving can affect more than just the driver who is texting and driving at the same time. Today, we're going to look at how texting and driving can be deadly and how texting and driving can affect the environment. So, how can texting and driving be deadly? According to Sean Edgington in the book The Parent's Guide to Texting, Facebook, and Social Media, distracted driving kills 6,000 people per year and injures another 500,000 people. That is a huge number. That's way too many people using cell phones while driving. Just driving across town, I always see people texting and driving in their cars. Does that make you feel safe? We need to put these phones away while we are behind the wheel. In the same book, Edgington stated, texting slows reaction time while driving more than what drunk driving does. How safe does that make you feel with a person with a phone behind the wheel? Driving drunk and texting and driving. Texting and driving is worse. Many people believe that they will never cause an accident if they are texting and driving. They also think they are so good at texting that an accident would never happen to them or anybody on the road with them. This is another reason that phones need to be put away because of this misconception. Another feature that parents can use is a parent control feature, which puts a lock on the phone, and you can set the certain days and times that your child can use the phone. This would be a great idea for all those teens who are just learning to drive and not completely safe on the road, that they don't have one more distraction. So putting the phones away and setting locks on the phone is a great way to stop texting and driving. Texting and driving bad for the environment? How could texting and driving be bad for the environment? According to Kate Benfield, in the article Distracted Driving is also an environmental issue, says that if people don't feel the streets are safe, then people aren't going to want to walk and ride their bicycles. So we can't cut down on the air pollution caused by cars if people don't feel that they're safe walking down the sidewalk because of other people using their phones to text and drive at the same time. People need to feel safe to want to walk and ride bikes instead of driving. People texting and driving is causing harm to these pedestrians that are trying to walk and cut down on pollution. They're trying to save the environment. But if you don't feel safe walking down the sidewalk, you aren't going to want to walk. You're going to want to drive, which does not help in pollution. In some areas, people are downright scared to walk because of all the texting and driving and other social media that people are using in their cars. We need laws against texting and driving. Benfield also states that in 33 U.S. states, it is okay to text and drive, or both, call on a phone, all at the same time of driving. How is that safe for people? We can't have walking communities without safe streets. We need to slow down, put the cell phones away, and not be distracted behind the wheel. People think it's dangerous when other people text and drive, but it's just fine for them to do the same thing. Wrong. Everybody needs to put those cell phones away while driving a car. So the next time you're driving somewhere and you think, oh man, I better text my roommate and tell her, oh, I picked up a gallon of milk, you don't need to. Is it that important that you need to let her know that right then and there and risk your life or the life of others? Texting and driving can be dangerous, even deadly, and it's also bad for the environment. People need to feel like they are safe while walking. And we cannot... So if they feel safe while they're walking, they'll want to walk more and not drive their cars, which will help the environment by cutting down on the air pollution. So people, put away those cell phones and pay attention to the road while you're driving. And pay attention to the people around you and the other vehicles around you. That text message can wait.